Hey everybody, it's time for another Game Picker video, and yeah, as you can see, it's a large stick of games. Not sure even like the amount, but it's a large stick of games, PlayStation 4 titles and one PlayStation 5 title. Lately I've been playing some more PlayStation 5 games and PlayStation 4 games, so yeah, decided let's just get some more games then. Because I finished one. If you finish one game, you are allowed to purchase 5 more games. That is how it works. But yeah, some of these titles are titles that I mentioned a while ago while talking about Dirt Rally 2 and the Codemaster Studio like closing down, or at least like focusing more on Formula 1 games. So there are a few racing games in here, but listen, not all of them though. Especially the first one is not a racing game. Although when I purchased this one at launch and sold it again, somehow I was rushing through the game, and this is definitely not the way how to play this game. And that is The Last Guardian. I almost wanted to say The Lost Odyssey, but no, The Last Guardian. I really like Ico and or Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. Definitely Shadow of the Colossus, that is maybe the better one of those two, but I appreciate both of them. But yeah, at the time really was looking forward to The Last Guardian, but I don't know, I was definitely not in a correct like headspace to play this one. It felt sluggish. I really wanted to finish it as soon as possible. So I did finish it, but really did not enjoy it. But yeah, I felt now is the time to actually revisit it again and to kind of approach it from a different angle. Just enjoy my time with it, and I hope that maybe this time around, now that I'm a bit older, smarter, have definitely more patience, I will enjoy this one more. Not sure though, but we will see. And yeah, this one was missing from the PlayStation 4 collection, and I do feel this is like a mandatory game that you need in a PlayStation 4 collection. So yeah, The Last Guardian is now part of the collection, and yeah, very curious if I enjoy it this time around. But yeah, just had like a ton of troubles, like it's very sluggish. I think the controls weren't that best, and maybe that's kind of like changed with like some patches and updates. Another game is Dragon Age Inquisition. This is a game that I mentioned a while ago while talking about like the Xbox 360 version. I want to say I sold it one or traded it in, but yeah, I was looking for this one because I am quite curious about Inquisition though. So I hope that at least the PlayStation 4 version runs a bit better. But yeah, the 360 version wasn't like bad or something, but maybe also a bit sluggish, like the performance wasn't there. Not sure what they expect with the PlayStation 4 version, but hopefully just a bit better. But yeah, because I sold the 360 version, I wanted to get this one, but there's also a bigger reason why I purchased it. Because yeah, a while ago I picked up Dragon Age Veilguard, and Inquisition is kind of like a prequel to this one. Like, this is a follow-up of that one, and some of the characters are mentioned or are in this one. And I really enjoyed my time with Veilguard. Finished it a couple of weeks or so ago. Highly recommend it. This was definitely very unexpected. Played like 60 hours of it. A perfect game to play like for just an hour or two, or just like binge it for like a whole day. It's simple, not too complex. Like the story, don't expect like something mind-blowing, but it was just a very fun experience. So this is not a pickup, but a secret recommendation, Veilguard. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, kind of curious about Inquisition, and to see yeah, kind of where it started and with the story and how that it actually connects with Veilguard. It's a shame though that, yeah, most likely Veilguard is the final game that we will see in the Dragon Age series. It's a shame. It deserves like more attention because it's a cool game. A racing game, that is Need for Speed, not Shift, Heat. Yeah, never played Heat. I think I mostly avoided this one back then because of the online component. It seemed to lean way or a lot into the online component, and that is not something that I'm looking forward to. But yeah, Heat, after reading up on it, like people are pretty positive about this one. I think I started reading up about Heat while searching for like the Dirt rally games. So yeah, kind of excited. Hot Pursuit though, that's maybe Hot Pursuit besides like Most Wanted is my favorite Need for Speed game. I like 1 and 2, but I don't think those two games hold up very well nowadays. But you know, yeah, Need for Speed Heat. So I'm missing out on Payback and Unbounded, or just Unbound. I want to say it's Unbounded. Kind of curious about that one, if it is good. So if you have an opinion about it, do let me know though. But from what I could gather, this is the better Need for Speed game. The other one is Grid Legends. This is the game that I mentioned a while ago that I wanted to pick this one up. And yeah, have not played it yet. But this just seems like a very fun arcade racing game with like a story campaign, and that story campaign actually has like full motion video, like actual people in the video. Could be fun, like maybe a bit campy or something, but it seems cool. Decided to pick up the PlayStation 4 version. There's a PlayStation 5 version as well. But I am gonna assume or hope that the update is free. But yeah, if I can, I rather pick up the PlayStation 4 version instead of like the PlayStation 5 version. Because if the update is free, I have 2 games. That is how it works, correct? Another one is Dirt Rally. This is the Legend Edition. Now, I am not a fan of like cardboard, especially not like secondhand. Don't mind it if it's like new. But cardboard is always a bit dirty to me though. Like I don't like it, not a big fan. But I just picked this one up because it was actually the cheapest one that I could find. And it does come with a Blu-ray about Colin McRae. So I'm gonna assume this is like a documentary. Is it something for me? No, not really. I like Formula 1 a lot. But besides that, I'm not into cars or the sport itself. So it could be fun. It's a nice bonus. But yeah, all that matters is Dirt Rally. Now I played some Dirt Rally 2 after picking it up. It's a difficult game. Was able to purchase the DLC for 10 euros, like the season pass. That has like way more cars and like some extra tracks. But I still need to check that one out. But yeah, it's a cheap one. I kind of wanted to have it. And racing games, I really need to be in a specific mindset to play some racing games. So it's not something that I play like very often, but I just wanted to get these games now. And yeah, same goes for like Dirt 5. Dirt 5, the PlayStation 5 upgrade should be free. But yeah, this is like one of the more fun Dirt games, if I'm correct. There is also a fourth one, but that seems to be a game that is not that great. Or compared to like Dirt 1 and 2 and 3, the fourth one is not the best. And 5 is like, yeah, good. But yeah, if you compare it to the Dirt Rally one and this one, this seems to be more like an arcade racer, and this a bit more like realistic. But yeah, very fun. It's very colorful. I like it. The following one, there are 2 games that I purchased from one seller, so that is why I picked this one up as well. Just saying that because I'm maybe not that excited about it. It's also a game series that I normally don't play. I think I only played like the second one and finished that one. And speaking of Assassin's Creed Origins, now this is also a very long game. I know it's a good game. Was kind of shocking, like to discover that the Origins Assassin's Creed game is still quite expensive for secondhand. I just expect like a Assassin's Creed game to be like a couple of euros, not like 10 and up. But yeah, anyway, was missing out on this one in my collection and decided to pick this one up. But like I said, I was actually looking for a different game from this seller and they had this one as well, so it kind of worked out. But yeah, I was looking for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, I want to say if I am gonna play one of these, like Odyssey is definitely the more that I would enjoy more because of like the setting. It's very similar, but this leans a bit more in the mythology, like the creatures and such, I hope. Just saying that because of Medusa. I think Medusa is a boss in this game, and there are other bosses that are kind of like in that range, if you get what I mean. It's more fantasy based. And no, I'm not saying that this is like a simulation, like a realistic game, but this is way more fantasy. Kind of curious about it. Not sure when I will play it because it's also quite long, but yeah, very curious about it. I really want to check it out at least soonish though. There are a couple of other games that I want to play first, but very happy that I was able to find like Odyssey. Now the next game is a game that I also own, similar to like The Last Guardian, and had somewhat of a similar issue, but other issues as well. I hope this time I will enjoy this game like way more. I should enjoy this game. Like that is kind of like the frustrating part. It's a combination of like a couple of like favorite things of things that I really like, and I don't know, I had a very bad experience. I'm talking of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Now I played this one, I want to say on the Xbox One Series X, not like the fast one, but the old one, the follow-up of the regular Xbox One, the old Xbox One X. I want to say I played it there on Game Pass, but just had a terrible experience with it. Did not enjoy my time with it. I think that was mostly due to like how buggy the game was, and also it was kind of sluggish. It was not very responsive with the button inputs, and there's at least one thing that really stood out to me while playing this game in the past is you have these slopes, and once you enter a slope like that, you slide down and you have to avoid obstacles or jump over gaps. And it never really worked out. It's such a stupid thing because it's not like the actual game. The game is not about sliding down slopes, but it's the part where I was always stuck or had to redo things over again. And I just wanted to see more of the game, like the story, and actually play it. But you really had to do like super often. Man, even now, talking and thinking about it, I get frustrated about it. But I hope that with this version, because yeah, the PlayStation 5 upgrade is free and that runs at 60 frames, that issue is maybe no longer there, that it's more responsive, less sluggish, and that it actually reacts to my button inputs. So yeah, kind of curious about it, but yeah, played an hour of it. It seemed fine, but even with that experience of like playing it for the first time on the Xbox, I'm like, there are some frustrating parts about this game, and it's something that I should enjoy because it's Star Wars. I like Star Wars, and I also kind of like the adventure type of genre, and the Souls-likeness of this one is something that I should enjoy, but I didn't at the time. Hope now I will. But yeah, pick this one up. Yeah, it was actually, these three were from the same seller. So it all worked out. And now the final game, this is a huge gamble. Very curious about it. Now the following that I'm gonna say is maybe a bit odd, but I've been looking more into some B games. Very good to talk about B games after saying like, yeah, this is kind of sluggish, like this is not really working well, and that's maybe something that you could expect from a B game. But this one, I saw some comments and people said like, yeah, people are missing out on this one, or they should give it like a second chance because they updated it, they changed a couple of things, and now it's way better. So kind of curious about it. Oh, this is actually very funny. It is the publisher though. What is funny, I will talk about this after this. So I'm talking about Atlas Fallen for the PlayStation 5. Got it for very cheap on Vinted, and it might be like an adventure-esque type of deal, also with some Souls-like elements in there. It looks kind of cool. I remember seeing it when it was announced and thinking, oh, that's cool, but kind of forgot about it and never knew the title of the game. But yeah, I saw it mentioned and I was like, what is that? So it's a game by Deck 13 Interactive, but the publisher is Focus Entertainment. So not sure what to tell you about this one. It's a complete gamble. Maybe in another game pickup video I will mention it again if it's like fun or not. But yeah, like I said, I've been more in the mood to play some B games. Just, yeah, it's kind of fun to experience a game that you don't know anything about and just take like a gamble if it's not too expensive, and to see for your own if it's like fun or not. Because that's definitely something that happened with Vilgard. Because I thought people hated this one, that it wasn't good enough. Still, people say like bad things about the story. But yeah, after playing it for 60 hours, man, I kind of want to play it again with a different class. I really enjoyed this one. So it's like, what's another game that I could play, that I actually own, that I don't know much about, but have a vague idea of what it actually is. Because, yeah, B games, Focus Entertainment. After playing Vilgard, I started playing Evil West. Had this in my collection for a while. I want to say I purchased it for around like 12 or 15. Put it in. Is it the best game ever? No. Is it decent? Yes, it's a 6 or 7-ish. There are some very cool elements with Evil West. But it was still in the end like fun to play. I finished it. Frustrating like here and there, but yeah, there was some enjoyment with the combat. The combat is quite difficult at certain parts. Just because of like the balancing with some enemy attacks, and that it's kind of unclear if you get like attacked or not. But having said that though, you can kind of see what they were trying to do with this game. And visually it looks good. Like if you play this in the performance mode, a steady 60 FPS, didn't have like a ton of bugs, and it was enjoyable. It was good enough for like the 12 or 15 euros or so. Frustrating here and there, but at some point you're kind of like able to cheese the game as well, in a way that makes the combat like easier. And at certain points, like the combat starts to click for a bit, where it becomes, yeah, really enjoyable or enjoyable. You get kind of like in that flow of the combat, and it feels cool. The story though. The story is terrible. Not sure what they were trying to do. Did not understand it at all. Did not understand like who was doing what, and everybody just seemed pissed like at each other, and you kind of have like an idea what the main mission is, but you don't know why you are like trying to defeat them, besides them being like vampires. I still don't get the story. I kind of understand what they were trying to do. Don't play this one for the story. But yeah, after having played this one, I'm kind of curious about something like an Atlas Fallen. Like, oh, maybe that is actually fun to play. And it was cheap. Yeah, what else can I say about it? Evil West, it was fun. Frustrating, but fun. But yeah, kind of glad that they took a chance on it, you know, made an attempt and played it and finished it. And yeah, it's also like after having played it, that I don't see myself like selling it because I, you know, at some point maybe just play it again. I want to say this might be more enjoyable when you just play it on easy. There's another game, final thing though, there's another game that I finished and sold it like as soon as possible, and that's Space Marine 2. I really disliked Space Marine 2. I finished it though, put it on easy because I was really done with it. That was like a very big disappointment. Luckily I was able to trade it in for the same amount that I purchased or paid for it, so it's all good. But Space Marine 2, man, visually awesome. Audio, mixing, terrible. Terrible mixing in the game. What a disappointment. The ending though, at the end of Space Marine 2 there are some very cool bits and you kind of finally feel like a cool Space Marine, but like 70% of the game was not fun at all. The Xbox version though, that one is good, like the first Space Marine. Don't want to talk more about Space Marine. It was a huge letdown. Space Marine 2 could be super fun if you play it with 2 other people, because if you play it alone, you're stuck with 2 AI characters and they're not really helpful at all. Not really. Anyway, I need a couple of weeks to finish all these games. Did I finish anything else? Yeah, Devil May Cry DMC on the Xbox 360. Now that is a video game. I really enjoyed DMC on the PlayStation 4. That's a cool game. And that's the final thing that I want to add. That's gonna do it for this video. Not sure what is gonna happen like next week. I know that I mostly mentioned it in every video, but it's rather busy. Heading to a game convention though sooner, so kind of excited about that. Kind of making a list of games that I really want to find, but also just gonna go there open-minded, just see what I will see, and yeah, I will see. It's a surprise. But for now though, that is gonna do it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, just gonna say thanks for watching, highly appreciate it. If you stuck around this long, and for the people that like the videos, highly appreciate it. And also thanks for the people that subscribe to the channel. I guess, thank you, highly appreciate it. Have a nice day all, and see you all later. Bye.